Student of class 10th. Today I am going to teach you physics. The first chapter of physics is electricity. First of electricity. The word electricity comes from a Greek word electron, which means amber, a kind of resin. About 2500 years ago, a Greek philosopher, Thales, found that when amber was rubbed with wool, it acquires the property of attracting small bits of paper or cork. The substance, when rubbed with suitable substances, acquires the attractive property called electrics. The bodies which on rubbing acquires the property of attracting light bodies are said to be electrified or changed. There are two types of electric charges, positive charge and negative charge. According to Coulomb's law, two charges either attract or repel each other. Opposite charges attract each other and similar charges repel each other. When two substances are rubbed against each other, they got opposite charges. When cum is rubbed against dry hair, here cum becomes negatively charged and hair becomes positively charged. When a glass rod rubbed with silk cloth, glass rod becomes positively charged, silk cloth becomes negatively charged. Third, when a ebonite rod is rubbed against woolen cloth, ebonite rod becomes negatively charged and woolen cloth becomes positively charged. Now, SI unit of electric charge is Coulomb. Coulomb is denoted by capital C. What do you mean by 1 coulomb? 1 coulomb is that quantity of electric charge which exerts a force of 9 into 10 to the power 9 newtons on an equal charge placed at a distance of 1 meter from it. We already know that proton is a positively charged particle. It possesses positive charges of 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Electrons is a negatively charged particle. It possesses negative charge of 1.6 into 10 to the power 19 coulomb. Now there is a question. Calculate the number of electrons constituting 1 coulomb of charges. Solution. Let total number of electrons in 1 coulomb be n. Then n into 1 is equal to 1 coulomb. So n is equal n into E is equal to 1 coulomb. Here n is number of electrons and a small e represent the charges on 1 electrons. So the product of n into E is equal to 1 coulomb. So n is equal to 1 by E. So now putting the value of E is equal, then we get 1 by 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. After solving we get 6.25 into 10 to the power 18. Means number of electrons in 1 coulomb is equal to 6.25 into 10 to the power 18, or simply 6 into 10 to the power 18 electrons. Now there is a term free electrons. We should know what are free electrons. All the metals have some electrons which are loosely held by the nuclei of their atoms. These electrons are called free electrons and they can move from one atom to another atom throughout the metals. Now Conductor and insulator. What is conductor and what is insulator? Conductor, those substances through which electricity can flow are called conductors. For example, metals like silver, aluminum, copper, etc. are conductor. All conductors have free electrons, which makes it a conductor of electricity. Insulator, those substances through which electricity cannot flow are called insulator. For example, glass, ebonite, rubber, plastics, paper, mica, etc. are insulator. Insulator does not have free electron. Now electricity can be classified into two parts. There are two types of electricity: static electricity and current electricity. Static electricity, static electricity, the electric charges which remains at rest and does not move is called static electricity. Electrostatics, the branch of electricity in which we study the properties of bodies electrified due to a stationary charge, is called electrostatics. Current electricity, the electric charges which are in motion and can flow, is called current electricity. Now electric potential. There is a term electric potential. What is electric potential? The electric potential at a point in an electricity in electric field is defined as the work done in moving a unit positive charge from infinity to that point. One again, we repeat it. Electric potential, the electric potential at a point in an electric field is defined as the work done in moving a unit positive charge from infinity to that point. It is denoted by V, and SI unit of potential is volt. Now there is a question: what do you mean by potential of 1 volt? A potential of 1 volt at a point means 1 joule of work is done in moving 1 unit of positive charge from infinity to that point. Now we have to know what is potential difference. It is known in short PD, or it is also known as voltage. Potential difference is also known as voltage. Potential difference between 2 points in an electric circuit is defined as the amount of work done in moving a unit positive charge from one point to the other point. SI unit of PD is volt. It is denoted by V. Potential difference is denoted by delta. Potential difference is also denoted by delta V. To find potential difference, we use a formula. PD is equal to work done by quantity of charge moved. If W if W joule of work has to be done to move q coulomb of charge from one point to the other point, then the potential difference delta V between the 2 points is given by V is equal to W by Q. Here delta V is the difference between potential at 2 points. What do you mean by PD of 1 volt? The potential difference between 2 points is said to be 1 volt if 1 joule of work is done in moving 1 coulomb of electric charge from one point to the other point. Then V is equal to W by Q. Now we have to know about instrument voltmeter. An instrument or device which is used to measure the PD between 2 points in an electric circuit. Means voltmeter is a device which is used to measure the PD between 2 points in an electric circuit. It is always connected in parallel across the 2 points where the PD is to be measured. A voltmeter has a high resistance. Why? Because it take a negligible current from the circuit.